Good morning, everyone. So, today we are going to start with the new chapter of your book, that is algebra. So, this is a new topic for you all, but it is very interesting. Okay, so earlier in your earlier classes, you have studied about arithmetic, right? In which we study arithmetic is the branch of mathematics. Mathematics you are studying, it is the branch of mathematics in which we deal with numbers. 1 2 3 means numbers, right? And geometry also you have studied. In geometry we deal with figures: triangle, square, square, rectangle. Okay, such figures we are dealing, line, angle, and all we have studied in geometry. Okay, so now we are going to start with algebra. In algebra we deal with the letters or alphabets like A, B, M, N, P, etc. Okay, so now before starting algebra we should know what is the concept behind algebra. Why are we using algebra? What is the use of algebra? If there is no use, why are we studying this algebra? There must be some use for this algebra. So what is that use? Okay, so all of you must have seen this matchstick at your houses. So we are taking example of matchsticks. Now can you see this letter which is formed by using matchsticks? This is L, right? So we are saying when making a letter with two matchsticks, we are forming an L, right? By using two matchsticks. Now I take two more matchsticks and form a one more L, right? So how many matchsticks are there in total now? 1 2 3 4. We can count it. Now I say that we can take two more matchsticks and form an L again. Okay, so how many matchsticks are now used here? 2, 4 and 6. Total 6 matchsticks. So there is a pattern when you see how many matchsticks we are using while forming L's, right? So we have taken two more matchsticks to form an L. So each L is being formed by two matchsticks. How many matchsticks? 2. So we are adding 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And I am saying that let this L continue. It can go till 10 number, it can go till 11. Now you tell me, are we going to count the matchsticks? How many matchsticks we are going to use? If I say we are forming 50 such L's, okay, so how are we going to find out how many L's are formed? How many matchsticks are used in forming 50 L's? So for 50, what we have to do? We have to multiply 50 by 2. So we are using 100 matchsticks to form 50 L's. Okay. So now here 50 was given to us. If I say there are infinite numbers of matchsticks used in forming L's. So infinite number of L's. I don't know how many. Okay. So for that what we will do, the number of matchsticks will be equal to 2 times of n. Now you'll ask me what is n? N here is algebra in which we are using letters. Now n is the number of L's formed. For example, here we had taken 50 L's. So n is the number of L's. Now if someone says that what will be the number of matchsticks required to form 70 L's, so what you have to do? You just have to put 70 in place of n. Okay, so you can find the total number of matchsticks. Similarly, if somebody says what is the total number of matchsticks used in making 100 Ls, so what you are going to do, you are going to place 100 in place of n. So n will be used as a variable over here. We'll see what are variables. A, B, C, M, P, and whatever the letters we are using in algebra are all known as variables. Why they are known as variables and what are variables, we'll study in the next topic. Before that, n here is the variable and we place all the values which we find. For example, we want to find a number of matchsticks used in 25 else, so we can multiply 2 by 25. So n is used as substitute over here. Okay, so this was about forming an L. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Now we'll move on to next example. For example, if I say how many matchsticks are used to form 50 Fs. Now what you are going to do? You are going to form an F using matchsticks. Okay, so for that, so here you can see an F, right? This is an F. Now we want to form more Fs. So again, this is also an F, right? In the similar manner, if I say we want to form more Fs, I want that 50 Fs are formed. Okay, so I'll place this here. Again, I'll place one here, matchstick here, and similarly one over here. So in the similar manner, we are going to place matchsticks and we are going to see how many matchsticks are required in making 50 Fs. So in one F, how many matchsticks are required? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Similarly 1, 2, 3, 4. So in each F, 4 matchsticks are required, right? So how many will be required in 50 Fs? We just have to multiply 4 into n. That is 4 multiplied by 50. How many? 200. So how many matchsticks are required to form 50 Fs? 200. So it has become easy. We don't have to count up till then. Okay. So if we place anything, like for 20 Fs, we will place here 20. 4 multiplied by 20. For 30, we will place here 30. For 25, we will place in the place of n 25. Okay. So n will be the number of Fs formed. So this is how algebra has been used. Okay. And it has made the topics easier. Okay. And the counting easier. So what we have studied now is that when we were forming L, the number of matchsticks required were 2n. Similarly, when we were forming F, so the number of matchsticks required was 4n. Right? So here n is the variable. What is n? Variable. So see, n is an example of variable. Its value is not fixed. Its value was not fixed, right? Value is not fixed, right? It can take any value. It can take any value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The number of Fs or Ls increased. Similarly, the number of matchsticks also increased. Okay. Variable means something that can vary. Variable, that means something that can change or vary. Means it will change. after some time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30, any number. Okay, so it is not fixed. It can take different values. So in matchsticks patterns we have studied about variables now. Now we'll see some more examples of variables. We may use any letter for variables like X, Y, Z, M, N, L, A, B, C, etc. Any letter from A to Z can be used as variable. Okay, so if we say, for example, the number 5 or the number 100 or any other given number is not a variable, they have fixed values. They are having 5 as 5's value, 100 is 100, right? And they don't have fixed value. Z can be anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 200, anything. Okay, similarly the number of angles in a triangle also has a fixed value. Number of angles in a triangle are 3. Obviously it is a fixed value. Okay, so that it is not a variable. So number of angles in a triangle is also not variable, it is fixed. The number of corners of a quadrilateral it is also not a variable, it is also fixed. We have looked in a variable that n is the example of variable. It can take any value. Okay, now for this we are going to take some more examples. Okay, for example, if I say that students went to buy notebooks from the school bookstore, price of one notebook is rupees 5. Price of one notebook is rupees 5. So we can write it down here that one notebook is rupees 5. Okay. So Manu wants to buy 5 notebooks. How many notebooks? 5 notebooks. And Appu wants to buy 7 notebooks. So these are 7 notebooks by Appu, and Manu wants to buy 5 notebooks. This is for Appu and this is for Manu. Okay, so Sara wants to buy 4 notebooks and so on. So everybody has different priorities. Somebody wants 4, somebody wants 5, somebody wants 7. Okay, so how much money should a student carry when she or he goes to the bookstore to buy notebooks? See, so they are asking how much money they should carry. Okay, so this depends on the total number of notebooks. Okay, so the total money they should carry depends on the total number of notebooks. So that will be total number of notebooks 5 rupees multiplied by 5, because Manu needs 5, Appu needs 7 and Sara needs 4. So for 5 notebooks the cost will be 5 multiplied by 5, that is rupees 25. Similarly, for 7 notebooks, the cost will be 5 multiplied by 7. That is rupees 35. Okay. So, here we have found out the cost for different. So, we can say the cost will be found out by 5 multiplied by n, where n is the total number of notebooks. Okay, so the total number of notebooks is n over here. Okay, in this question. So this was the use of algebra and variables. Now we'll see exercise 11.1, in which about patterns and variables and all is given. Find the rule which gives the number of matchsticks required to make the following matchstick patterns. Use a variable to write the rule. Okay. So for this, what we are going to say, a pattern of letter T. T is a letter. So what is the rule? That will be 2n. Similarly, for the pattern of Z, 1, 2, 3. So 3a. Similarly, you can do for E, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. Now in question 2, you are given, we already know the rule for the pattern of letters L, C and F. Some of the letters from question 1 give us the same rule as that given by L, which are these. Which are these? Why does this happen? Okay. So you can do it by L, C and F. What is the pattern? How many matchsticks are required and all. Similarly, for this you have to do the exercise 11.1. You have to try doing the questions. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. You also have to draw. You also have to make these matchstick patterns in your at your home, and 2 of them in your notebook also. Stick the matchsticks. You can take till 5 pairs. Okay. Like if you want to make C pattern with matchsticks, so make 5 C's. Okay. So this was about your assignment and exercise 11.1 you have to finish. In the next class, we will start with use of variables in common rules. Okay. Thank you, class.